Good morning, everyone. Here I am excited that tomorrow we officially begin Hormone Bootcamp, and I am especially excited for everyone who is participating. So, I want to prepare you for success. I want to talk about creating your success story when it comes to health. First, tonight is today's the last day to register for this Hormone Bootcamp. So what that means is that if you're not registered by today, then you're going to miss out on the training. Buenos dias, Carolina. Good morning. If you are not registered, you're going to miss out on the special training that I'm going to be hosting for the Hormone Bootcamp. Now, being registered and participating on Hormone Bootcamp, here's what it means. First of all, uh, it starts with really paying attention and following directions. You have to really stay tuned and take notes if you need to with the trainings that I do with either the videos or the blog posts. Have a notepad or something where you take notes and you grab the things that talk to you, the things that make sense to you that you think you can apply and see helping you improve your life. And I'm going to talk about why here in a second. So, first off, if you haven't registered, go to the link in the description of this live video and there's instructions on how to get registered to participate. Second of all, watch the video. I did a live video yesterday where I prepared you for what you're going to need for the first week, which is really just having the minerals ready. And I talk about how I do it. I talk about how to create habits. And one of the first habits that I have is basically drinking water first thing in the morning. And one of the things that I started to do was to just have that water ready to go the moment that I wake up. So I showed you how I actually make it the night before. That way, when I wake up, I'm not thinking about being too tired to go get water or anything like that. The water's already there next to me, and all it needs to be done is just go down, and that's pretty much it. So here's the story. When I was in boot camp, okay, when I was in the Navy, we were going through the gas chamber. And the gas chamber is basically a room where they literally drop this tear gas, bomb essentially, and they have us in a room wearing our gas mask, and we're supposed to be there and basically get to experience what it's like to be with tear gas, in a room with tear gas. And the purpose of that training was to show us that the equipment that we use works, right? So here's what happened to me that day. I had a dental appointment that I didn't even schedule for myself, but I had to make it, and then I had to go to this gas chamber right afterwards. And so when I got to the gas chamber, my entire division was already in there and they were already going into the gas chamber, and I missed the entire briefing. I didn't know what was going on. And if I didn't go through the gas chamber, then I was going to be stuck in boot camp an extra week. And nobody wants to get stuck in boot camp an extra week. So I asked my RDC, my recruit division commander, if I could go into the gas chamber. And he said, yes, just follow the guy in front of you. That's all he said. So I said, okay, sweet. So I'm going into the gas chamber, and the guy in front of me goes and gets a mask from this trash can where they had them all. So I grab a mask, and then we go into the gas chamber, and then they start giving us instructions. They tell us, okay, everyone put your mask on. So put my mask on, and then they say, now put your filter on. And I'm basically looking at people. Everyone's putting a filter on. I don't have a filter. The guy in front of me did not grab a filter. So what they ended up doing, there was 5 of us who didn't have filters. They basically put us in front of the room, and they started the tear gas, and they put the filters on the other side of the room. It basically made us run towards it. Now, it was all good. We ran towards, we got our filter on, and so we weren't really affected by it. We got to watch the whole thing and go through the gas chamber just like everyone else. But the lesson there being is that you have to be careful who you listen to, and you have to be careful about the little details. Sometimes I talk about different topics, and it's hard for me to cover everything that I know in my videos. And so sometimes I may talk about vitamin D, for example. Carolina and I were talking about this. I'll talk about vitamin D, But just because I talk about vitamin D and vitamin D being good for you, it doesn't mean that any vitamin D supplement is going to work, right? You have to understand the entire process. And that's why, as I share details and things like that, you have to start basically noticing those little details that I talk about. And that's the reason why the best thing that you're going to be able to do for yourself for this boot camp is to basically start to document everything that you do, things that make sense to you, and start expanding your knowledge. Once you realize, okay, if you find that the minerals help you, start to expand your knowledge and learn more about them. If you find that the probiotics help you, start to expand your knowledge and learn more about it, right? That's how you're going to start to create your success story, when you start to find the things that work for you and you start to put focus and emphasis into that. So I hope that you got value from today's lesson. We're going to be kicking off bootcamp really officially tonight, because you should have your water and minerals ready to go. If you have your minerals and water ready to go, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send a message tonight, right when registration closes. Everyone that is registered, I'm going to send you a message, and I'm going to send you back to this live video to make sure that you watch it, and also going to ask you to type in the comments ready, just to let me know that you have your water and minerals ready to go for tomorrow morning. I can't wait to see your guys' results. I am excited, and I look forward to really following all of your success stories. So I hope everyone enjoys the rest of your weekend, and I will talk to you later. See ya.